Good morning, Grace Christian School. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Dr. Pettinger here. This is our last Friday of the 2020 school year. Boy, who would have thought we would be ending like this when we started back in August? This is something that you will be able to tell your kids about, and they'll tell their grandkids about how you ended the school year at home getting instruction over the internet. And I want to thank all the parents right now if I don't get another chance to, but you have done a wonderful job of supporting the classroom teachers through this. Students, you've done a great job of being flexible, and many of you have worked extremely hard throughout this entire process to continue with your education, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. You know, last week on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, our PST came out and they celebrated Cinco de Mayo by handing out chips and nachos, nacho cheese sauce to all the cars that came through. So many of you got a bag of nacho chips and a bag of nacho cheese, and it's nacho average PST. So Sean and Mandy, thank you very much for doing that. I know many of the families appreciated it. After we picked up packets and drop off, the PST graced our teachers with tacos to celebrate Teacher Appreciation Lunch, and we can't thank you enough for doing that. A big shout out needs to go to all of you parents and to our National Junior Honor Society, who did a fabulous job of collecting canned food for those who are less fortunate than us. Parents, you did a great job of donating, and National Junior Honor Society, you did a great job of collecting everything, getting it to a place where it could be picked up by the church. The church let us know that they were overwhelmed with your gratitude and your generosity and wanted everyone to know that that food is going to be put to great use helping those less fortunate than us. But I just wanted to pass that along to everyone. You know, last week at the to go to all of our 8th graders and celebrate them completing one path of their educational career, and that is the kindergarten through 8th grade path. We wanted to celebrate them because we knew this year was taking away so many of the wonderful things that they had looked forward to since they were in lower elementary, and we wanted to make sure they knew we appreciated all their hard work. So last week, all the teachers, myself, and many other support staff, we went to every single 8th grader's home and provided them with this sign that you see here that they could put in their yard and just celebrated with them. There was all kinds of clapping and you heard a lot of horns anyway, and bicycle horns even, but it was a really great time to celebrate the students. We saw a lot of tears, we saw a lot of excitement, but you know, the amazing thing was it was about 123 miles from when we started out, and we have students in, I think it was 4 different counties. We went to LA County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County, and LA County. So 4 different counties we had students in, and we were pretty successful. We made contact with not every student. We missed one student. We were at their home, and for some reason we just weren't able to connect with them. And it was a great day. Our teachers had a blast, and it was great seeing all of you in your home settings and being able to celebrate you. We also have a special graduation set up with them, and it's going to be like no other. It's going to be theater style. They're going to be bringing their cars, and it's going to be a special evening for them. We're not saying when or where this is going to be held because we still need to practice social distancing, and all of that information is being shared with each of our 8th grade families, and they know the particulars. I so wish we could have everybody out there, but we just can't do that and be respectful of what's going on right now in our community. So we're doing the best we can, and I think the 8th graders are going to be really happy with what we pulled together for them. They're actually going to be able to walk across the stage and get their diplomas and as they leave 8th grade from Grace Christian School. So we're super excited. Anyway, when you came through Carline on May 5th, you probably saw this really cool shirt that the staff put together. It says, "Faith is greater than fear." And boy, isn't that true? If you have faith, fear has no chance. And so our staff is going to be wearing these throughout the year and next year. And we might make them available to students as we get closer to next year, and just kind of like a celebration t-shirt. But anyway, we just wanted you to see this because many of you were asking about the shirt. So we'll let you know if it becomes available in the office. Anyway, next Monday is Character Trait Awards, and we are going to do Character Trait Awards on Zoom, and we are emailing all of the parents the link to Zoom, and we will have really neat pull-out rooms. So each class, grade level, will be in a room, and we will celebrate your child and the character traits that they have earned, and they will get a chance to be recognized. And then we can all come back together in the giant assembly room and just close out the day. But we will have completed all of our character traits this year, and every child will have been honored. And this is pretty cool. If this works out well, we might do character traits like this in the future, just to be protective of your time as parents, or maybe at least broadcast it so the parents that can't get to school are able to see it in a live setting. So a lot of good is coming out of this also that we're going to be able to implement throughout. But anyway, if you haven't noticed or heard, we have a spectacular talent show coming, and that is going to happen Monday. We have, from last time I talked to Mr. Barkley, we had over 20 entrants, people who have signed up. We've had families, we've had teachers. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a YouTube premiere. We will send everybody the link on Monday. We encourage you to sign in and watch it live, leave comments. I think Mr. Barkley is going to have a Zoom room also where you guys can comment about the videos that are going on. At this point on Friday, all the videos had to be turned in to Mr. Barkley already. We know it was an extremely short time, but we thought this was something fun. It wasn't designed to add extra stress to families. And if you had the opportunity to participate, you could. If not, it was nothing big, and we didn't want to put a lot of stress on anyone out there. So this should be fun. You're going to have the opportunity to watch and just have a good time relaxing on Monday. And I believe the time is on the flyer there, and you will also get an email. I think it's 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening on Monday, but you can see that in the email that will be coming out. Also, last day of school is coming. Yay! Applause from everyone. And that is on May 20th. The last day of school is going to be kind of special. We know that a number of schools out there are doing this completely different, where you have to drive through. You've got 15 minutes that you can come on campus to get your stuff. We're not going to do it that way. What we're going to do is we're going to have systems in place, and you will see maps on campus. The last day of school will take place from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. You will be able to park and enter campus at certain locations, and you will be able to go to your child's classroom. You will not be able to enter the classroom. You'll be able to see the teacher at the door, and they will give you all of your child's property that was still in the classroom. And we ask that you make sure that you return all school property, all textbooks, any Chromebooks that were checked out, any other supplies that you may have needed throughout the school year that have been loaned to you. It's extremely important that we get this back so that we know what our inventories are for going into next year. Now, there is going to be a rhyme and a reason to how the last day of school goes. There's going to be special flow paths that you need to take, and we ask that you respect that. Certain classrooms will be open on certain sides of their rooms, and other rooms will be on the back. And the reason for this is to spread out our families as far as possible on campus so that we're able to respect social distancing. And parents, I'm going to ask you and students to please respect that. Please keep the 6-foot distance as you're on campus right now and as you're collecting and returning things. The office will be open for any final tuition payments that need to be made, for anything that you need to sign up or drop off in the office. They will be there to be able to assist you. But like an example might be 4th and 5th grade, the back doors will be open to pick up your packets and drop things off along the back driveway. Where if you're in Mrs. Garner's class or the art room, the doors that connect to the cafeteria area and the eating area will be open. Junior high, their doors facing the quad will be open because that'll allow our students to be able to access their lockers. And so you'll see that there's a rhyme and a reason that we set it up. We ask that you maintain the social distancing and you collect your things, and we want you to say goodbye, have closure for this year, but try not to linger on campus for a long time so that we can keep the flow going. And we felt this was more important, so you had the opportunity to see another student and say goodbye, or another family until summer. And we just felt that this was an extremely important aspect. And we made this decision based on the hard data that we're seeing from the Orange County Health Department and the real data numbers that are out there. And that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you on the last day of school. You'll also be able to collect your yearbooks, and the teachers have pre-signed some of the yearbooks that they'll be handing out to you. If you've pre-purchased your yearbook, they've had that opportunity. They may not have the opportunity to completely sign and do everything in a yearbook on the last day because other parents will be coming through. And I hope that you can respect that. You can bring the yearbooks back in during the summer or at the beginning of the school year and continue to get them signed. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. If you have any other questions, you can email your classroom teachers beforehand, and they can work out arrangements if you can't make it between 9 and noon. Parents, I know many of you work, and this is extremely difficult, but this is the last day, and if you're able to make it, that is awesome. If not, we will make arrangements to make sure that you get your stuff back and the school's able to get everything back. But that's what we're doing, and students won't be allowed in the classrooms because since school ended, we've gone through, sanitized everything, cleaned carpets, and we just want to keep that until summer camp opens and all the other programming goes so that we're not retracing ourselves and doing additional work. But anyway, going to look forward to seeing you all on May 20th from 9 to noon. After the last day of school, we are going to have Camp Oasis and preschool. Those two entities will open on June 1st. If you are interested in sending your child to Camp Oasis, please reach out to Miss Gasser. Her email is on our website. You can stop by her classroom on the last day of school. I think we've already had students registered. It's going to be not like our traditional Camp Oasis. There's going to be some changes because not everything is open that we can go to. But Mrs. Gasser and her team are doing some amazing things to make sure camp is there so some students can have fun. If you work, this is a great opportunity where your child is going to be cared for in a caring, safe environment. Preschool also is coming back to full circle on June 1st, and Miss Porteneuve will be available if you have any questions. And we will be doing all safety protocols. We'll be sanitizing twice a day, doorknobs and rooms. We'll be sanitizing the playground equipment, and we will have a flow pattern how you come onto campus to drop off your child and how you pick them up so that we're having limited contact. We're also utilizing more classrooms this year to spread out our student body, and Miss Gasser with Camp Oasis is really going to be sensitive to that, and so is Miss Porteneuve on the preschool side. They are taking all the precautions that are necessary. Students to start as they come they'll be asked a series of questions if they feel healthy, and we're going to take a temperature real quick. We have head scan thermometers, and we're going to do this so that we can get rolling again and ready for the camps and everything so that we can get moving. I know many of the kids want an opportunity to get out and have some fun and be in the fresh air, and these are two great opportunities where your child will be in a safe environment and will be able to do that. With that being said, we're starting the school year in August. We're moving forward. I've seen a letter come from the state superintendent with a number of recommendations to local public school districts, and some of them are pretty far-fetched, and I don't see how a public school could do them or how it would be good for a kid's psyche, some of the things that they're doing. And so we've gone through and evaluated the things that we feel are necessary. We've talked to subject matter experts that we believe that are going to provide us with some good data. And I know we've already had a couple of public school teachers who have read what the requirements are, and they're just disgusted, and they're looking at bringing their kids over to Grace Christian, and we'll love to have everyone. So our staff is meeting with professionals. We will be opening as normal, and when I say as normal, we'll be opening normal hours, our normal school day, and everything like that. But that's not to say some things might change. classroom desks might be further apart. The way we eat lunch might be a little bit different. So there will be some differences so that we can respect social distancing. And we'll see where we are in August. A lot can change. This has been a moving ball. But parents, I can't begin to thank you enough for all of your support. I look forward to seeing you on the last day of school. I look forward to everyone who wants to come to camp to be there. I know Mrs. Gasser is excited. She also has some tutoring opportunities set up for students there. Our preschool is ready to roll. If you know anybody who's looking for a great preschool, that's us. Grace Christian School can offer that. But anyway, this is our last Friday. I hope you enjoy today, and I hope all your families are healthy. We've been praying for you, as I know you've been praying for us. And I want to show you another little clip right here. Many of you have seen me coming from this brick wall or an office, and I used to use 2 cameras. Now I've been pretty much using 1. This is kind of what my office looks like. I have a green screen behind me. I'm able to throw up that brick wall. It's not a real brick wall in the home. And your crew usually is laying right here to my feet. I'm in a spare bedroom in my house. My wife, who is also a classroom teacher, I can hear her talking. She has a setup right next door, and she's doing all of her classroom instruction there and meeting and doing her assessments. And it's kind of funny, we occasionally see each other on the stairways throughout the day outside the bedroom here. So this is what my office looks like, and I know some of you have seen other pictures, but I go back to the screen when we're talking, and I'm trying to mix it up a little bit so Mandy and Sean can't go duplicating me again in the future. But anyway, boys and girls, I hope you have a terrific day. Parents, if you need anything, make sure you reach out to the office or reach out to your classroom teachers. We're here to serve you. We've almost made it. We have 3 more days left after today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Have a terrific weekend, everyone.